Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hey, you're the first person to actually respond with that. And I've done that on like so many episodes. I'm so proud right now. We are here with Brian,
Hey.
Casey,
Yep.
and returning for the first time in a long time from his car, Wilbur.
Where the bitches at?
That's why he's in his car. He's looking for bitches.
In his car specifically.
In his car specifically. He's checking the back seat.
Where do I
the trunk, Will.
Where do I
And we today are going to do something I've wanted to do a long time, an MCU tier list for the movies, not the shows. As we can see here, these are not movies. Wait. Yes, these are not. Well, I don't know. Werewolf by Night is a short film, but I still don't count it as a movie.
It's not. That's
It was,
a show.
It was good.
Also, are you sharing a screen? Because I don't see anything. I am.
Yeah.
I do see it. I see it. Yep, that was
You
me.
see it?
Yeah,
You see
you're
it?
gonna
You
have
see
to
it?
boost that shit.
Too
Zoom it.
small?
Yeah,
Zombies? How's that?
better.
Wait, you said you're not doing shows?
Because there's a show right there. It's fucking Green Arrow.
Where?
It's terrible. Thrown to
And
F-tier.
Green Arrow?
And Loki.
No, but I'm saying I put these in this thing. See where they are?
Oh, okay. I see what you
Yes,
did. Okay,
they're in
I
my
understand.
movie. Hang on though, 1 second. There we go. Now we're back. But I had to, since we blew it up a little bit, I had to make it fit. So you guys can see? Don't.
Yep.
Don't. All right. So let's start with number 1. Iron Man.
I think it holds up. I think it's one of the better ones still.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's like the Dragon Ball Z of the MCU, where it's like if you watch it now, it's like decent, but back in the day, it was like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah.
So it's like, I for what it is, I would give it like I'd probably give it like a B, but for what it did, I would give it an S.
It's also like the best of the Iron Man movies, definitively.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that
Yeah.
because I have two
Agreed.
very unpopular MCU opinions, and that pertains to one of them. We're not going to get there yet, though. But
We're gonna talk and fucking put an Iron Man movie 3 up higher. I'm gonna end this chat right now.
There's nothing. No.
You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be upset then.
Today.
You're gonna be real upset. I am gonna put. I would think. What do you think? A.
Iron Man 1, I'd say it's A.
Yeah.
It's A. It's an A.
So this entire list is the only film I have not seen. Is The Incredible Hulk.
The one with the
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah,
I actually like.
really fucking solid.
It was solid.
I actually
It
really
was
liked it.
solid.
I'm gonna put it in A. I know
Really?
it's gonna be
I wouldn't
unpopular.
give it an A. I wouldn't give it an A. I give it a B.
I'd give it a B.
Just because it established the whole MCU continuity thing. Like, oh, these movies are all going to connect to each other. Oh shit! All right, cool.
Hmm.
You know.
Well, you're overruled.
I did watch it.
Gersh.
I did watch it pretty recently, recently enough, and it didn't. The CGI was very bad, but admittedly,
Right.
like that's just the time of whatever. But, I thought like, I mean, it
Doesn't
wasn't
he rip
like
the guy's spine out at the end? Spoiler alert.
No.
No, I don't think that was this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't sound very MCU-ish.
I think B is where I would put that.
All right, so B.
Yeah.
Yeah, B.
Like
All right.
I don't know if you guys saw like Spawn in like the 90s, but that had better
yeah.
CGI in my opinion than this.
Really?
God.
Hey,
But
somebody
Spawn
pointed
was
out.
dope.
Somebody pointed out the other day that if you go back and watch, was it the second or the third Harry Potter movie that has Dobby in it? It's like Dobby looks really fucking good for like 2002.
Yeah.
You know, that is random. I know, but I'm just saying, like CGI. I feel like CGI. There's even
It's
like
got
there's
a
certain
something.
eras where it looks good. You know what I mean? Like fucking Gollum.
It's peak.
Gollum looks good. You know
You've
what I
got
mean?
You've got one year where it looks insane. It's super early on in the CGI whatever lifespan, and then you've got like fucking Superman versus Batman, where he's in space and he looks like I don't know what.
I was gonna say there was CGI in that movie.
Yeah, you should. I'm glad that you don't know what I'm talking about because it would ruin
I don't have a
everything.
clue. All right, I'll
Like
have to watch
Ryan
that.
Reynolds CGI. That's really what that
Okay.
That was
was.
awful. Yeah.
All right.
There was
So
one-
here, sorry, what?
I was gonna say there was one scene in Batman vs Superman where Superman's like in space and he gets hit by like the nuke or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it is atrocious. I wish there was a word worse than atrocious, but that's the word I
It's
would
pretty
use for
bad.
it.
I'll have to check it out. Here, well, okay. So here's my first of two unpopular opinions. Iron Man 2, best in the series. I gotta say,
Wrong.
I know it's unpopular. I enjoy that movie way
You're gonna
more
have
than
to
the other two.
justify that.
It's
You'll have
really
to-
fucking fun. It's a real fun movie. There's a lot of the last scene where they're in the fucking arbitorium or whatever, and they're fighting all the drones. I fucking love that scene. That's so good.
I think it was good. I don't think it was the best, but I think it's much better than 3.
That one scene, yes, it is good. Doesn't justify the rest of the movie.
I love Mickey Rourke as the villain. I love
Did you-
what's his name, Sam Rockwell. He's
Electric-
great.
I think that if you watch 2 and then you watch 3, you're going to appreciate 2 much more, and I think that's what's happening here.
It might be. It might be.
I
don't know.
think Brennan was
I-
dropped as a child.
I would
The
give
whole
two.
thing with the racetrack is fucking stupid. The whole thing with the fucking suit that's in part of a suitcase is fucking stupid.
I love that.
I
When
don't
he,
know.
when he throws it to him
I
and
don't know.
and he goes into it, I love that.
I thought
I,
that was
know,
kind of...
I mean,
I
like,
like-
look at
I
any of
like
the other ones when it flies to him.
I like
awesome.
the progression
All right.
of the Marvel of the Iron Man suits because remember that was pre-Avengers.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
I
love
was really
that's
Iron
when Rhodey suits up for the first time, and then they have the fight in the house. Like that's a great scene.
And then it goes from like him like making the suit, and then him having I think something else, and then the suitcase, and then after that he goes to
It shoots out the window to him like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's in
then-
the third.
like-
That's in,
and
And then he
Nanotech.
just has nanobots.
fucking
Yeah.
blast.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking
But anyway, I'd give Iron Man 2 an A. You guys probably don't agree with that, so we can compromise if you want.
I think it's a solid B. I think it's high B.
it's a C.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It was,
C.
it was fine. It was
All right.
fine.
If I
I
say
like-
A and Casey says B, you two say C. So if we're doing, let's do
I
math.
guess B.
Let's do math
Middle
real quick.
Middle B sounds like it has to be
Yeah,
compromised.
it's got to be like a low B. It'll be
Okay,
like
fine.
a low B.
We'll put in B. The original Thor, I've not seen. I remember enjoying it. I've not seen it in a long time. I will admit that.
Thor is terrible.
The
It is.
original
I don't
Thor?
have a hammer. I don't have a hammer. Oh, I have a hammer. Like it could have been great, except the fucking ending is terrible.
I
It's
think
just
literally-
rushed and terrible.
the issue. I think the issue with a lot of those movies are around that time. It was before they had their gimmick. Their everything's going to be comedic and like
Right.
have like puns and shit like that. All of the Thors came before that, except for Ragnarok, I think. But so all of them are going to be not as great, I guess.
Mhm.
Like they're fine, but they're just different. It's hard to compare them.
Like Thor to me again, it was fine. It was what it was. It helped set up, heading into Avengers, and that's all it was. It was just more world building at that point. And yeah, so it's a
Right.
C D for me, honestly. Like I give it a C just because I know there's some movies I'm going to trash, and this is
Right.
not one of them.
That's not what I want. Okay.
I could see high C, low B.
I see low B. Gersh, what do you think?
Let's see.
All right. I'll put it in C.
Okay.
The first Captain America. As
I
we
like
all
that one.
know, I'm a big fan of the character. Probably my favorite hero.
As we all know, Brendan
yes.
first saw Captain America, and something stirred within him.
that
That man right there. Just,
that's what
I don't know,
Eric
but it makes me think things that I shouldn't be thinking.
That's what I enlisted in the army, and they said no, go home.
I think it's high B or low A.
The thing
High
about
D?
it, and no B. He said high B.
High
I
B.
think
Okay.
honestly, this might shock you. I'm going to agree with that, because I think as good as I do think it's really good, but it is just sort of, it's right there in the name. It's the first Avenger. It's a trailer for the Avengers, kind of. It's like meant to put that into place and to start that up. So,
I mean, it has so many callbacks later on down the road
oh, absolutely.
that I really appreciated. So, like, I give it a B.
Yeah, it's
I give
gotta
it
be
a
a
B.
B.
Yeah, I guess that's unanimous B. A lot of B's. The original Avengers. Um, this is
S,
tough for
S,
me.
S,
I
S,
would
S,
I
S.
would absolutely agree with you, but I mean I don't. It is as like a movie itself. I would give it like more closer to like a low A, high B. But for the experience that it was, I would definitely give it an S. So
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tough with movies like that because that's specific. Like most of the Avengers movies were
yeah, I agree with you. I was
when you
gonna
watch
say yeah,
them. Like if you asked me this question as soon as I came out of the movie theater, I'd be like, "This is an S."
right.
But rewatching it, it's like it's good.
It has its flaws, like it definitely does,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The ending is fucking amazing, though.
it is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
If
Like,
you
and the scene on the
last
bridge is
30
the most
minutes,
iconic scene to date.
right, the last 30
Oh.
minutes is like, come on. Like,
oh yeah, I'm always angry is fucking iconic. Like you can't beat that scene, and then where the camera swirls around them. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
I could watch that all day.
Yeah,
Fucking
I think it's let's do S for that
I'll
one.
do S. Yeah,
Right.
let's do
Yeah.
it. Works for
I
me.
mean, here's the only thing. It's going to be like on the low tier of S because I'm going to say that the next one is
Ooh.
it's S minus for sure, but yeah.
Iron Man 3 is you think it's S?
Iron Man 3? No. I'm
Oh, I think
saying
it's the
fucking
next one.
Avengers Endgame. Nah.
Oh, that's not the next one. That's far from the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He meant chronologically or whatever with the
Yeah, they're in
just-
they're in
Age of
release
Ultron.
order.
yeah.
Iron Man 3, I would give a C.
Fucking
You,
F.
sir,
Fucking F.
are very generous.
Okay.
F.
All right. Okay. All right. Oh well, I don't have an F. I have a D because I don't want to F any of these movies.
They
Don't make a joke about that.
I think it's a
I
D
think
for
you
sure.
should take your D and get it
Not
out of here.
There,
it's not
okay.
the worst. It's not the worst Marvel movie, but it's definitely not.
There's a
by
lot
any-
of flaws, but again, I will say this: that the ending on the boat is actually like a really great scene. It does not save the movie, but
No.
It was neat, but that's it.
No, the fucking
Oh.
firepower and on the fucking oil rig or whatever the fuck. No.
right. And
It's
my biggest issue with
terrible.
it is the Mandarin. That was such a bad choice to make Ben Kingsley actually not the Mandarin that they fucking retconned it almost like later
They
on.
changed
I will
directors
say that
midway.
Shang-Chi fucking callback to Ben Kingsley was fucking amazing.
It was funny, but
I mean, they changed directors midway through the film.
I didn't even know that.
Yes, yeah. They changed directors midway through the film, and you can kind of tell if you watch that movie. You're like, okay,
going a lot of
cool, right?
places.
We're heading this way, and
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? What just happened? Like, why are we okay? And
Right.
that's literally how it felt. It literally felt like Disney halfway through it was just like, hey guys, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's make it a little bit more weird and kooky.
Right.
Kind of like Star Wars.
We spent how much on it?
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
fuck it. Let's just finish it.
Yeah. That's like-
I
I
would
mean,
say
it's also a
definitely D.
holiday movie.
but-
it's not
so
a
it
holiday
gets
movie.
bonus. Yo, 90% of that movie is a fucking Christmas Carol.
Actually, you know what else is actually a good scene in that movie is when the house gets attacked and he uses his fucking piano to knock one of the helicopters. That's actually a good scene. I just remember that scene. And that's what it is. It's more of, instead of a good movie, it's actually a lot of good scenes interspersed in a bunch of garbage. Because like the ones where he's saving the people from the plane, like that's a great scene too. But yes, I would agree. I spent a lot of time on this one. Low C, high D, I would say.
D, F.
D for sure.
All right.
G.
If the three of you say D, I'm outranked or outvoted, so D it is.
All right.
Speaking of D's, Thor: Dark World.
Yeah,
You know what?
let's
All right.
put it in
Unpopular
the
opinion,
movie.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I think that if you take it as a movie that's like not in the MCU at all, you just take that movie by itself. I think it's just fine.
Okay. All
I don't think it's bad by any means. It's probably a high C, low B for me.
Interesting. I would have to give it. I would have to give it a C. So it just
I mean, like, its only complaint is that it takes itself too seriously.
it absolutely does, but it's
Well,
also kind of like boring too. There's
It's so
Well,
boring.
it's supposed to be darker. It's before that whole teetering peak of them going into the like more campy, funny movies.
Mhm.
Like everything before Guardians 1 was like that.
Yes. Well, I
Yes.
agree with you. I know I agree with you. I think like Robert Downey Jr. wasn't, but everyone else was. Iron Man was. So
Well, that's his character. So yeah.
right.
But-
I don't know.
Does that one have the Asgard attack?
Yeah, which is actually a cool scene. I'm just gonna call out all the cool scenes that are.
Every movie has cool scenes, Brendan. Relax. Every movie has that.
Oh yeah, okay. You're the one talking. You literally the only good scene in episode 1 is the lightsaber thing, but you're like, no, it's the best Star Wars movie. So don't even.
No, that's not. You're putting words in my mouth. You want to rate those?
All right.
Do that another
All
time.
right. All right.
That's not
All
what I
right.
said.
All right.
C or D. I would go with D.
I'm gonna say D.
I'm gonna
It's
say
better
D.
than. It's better than.
It is a bachelorette party in Vegas. Looking for the D. All right.
It
I
is
like
better
that.
than Iron Man 3.
I would not agree with that.
Agree.
I
I'll agree
would
with that
100%.
one.
Strong
I'll agree with that one. Yeah.
Well, we'll agree to disagree on that one. This one, we got to
Well,
put
You've
agree
it.
been
to disagree
outvoted.
and put it
Fucking
above
put that
Iron
over.
Man.
Slap
It's
that
in.
shit.
It's in D. It's in D.
I
Yeah,
said
it
above
needs to
Iron
go
Man.
left.
3. I can't do that. That'd be cool if
Yes,
you
you
could.
You can do it.
You can absolutely do that.
Oh. Okay. Hang on. How do I? There we go. You happy? There you go.
Yeah, I'm a star.
All right.
Thank you.
This one I gotta say, S. Winter Soldier.
That's my favorite Marvel
I feel like
movie,
people
so-
aren't gonna disagree with that.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's gotta
It's
be.
definitely S. Definitely an S tier.
I liked it more than Avengers, but
I don't like
Ooh.
it that much.
Ooh,
I would put it at B or A.
ooh, that's an unpopular opinion.
There's no way it's better than Avengers.
Justify why would be a B? Justify that.
I don't know. Takes too long. It
Takes
has
too
no
long.
giant
It's literally
culmination.
action out the gate. It's
Yeah.
like movie start.
It's
Spy
like
shit,
watching a John Wick movie.
you know,
and it has a huge impact. On, it has a huge impact on the Marvel universe.
it has a huge impact.
I don't know. I'm gonna say I like Civil War more.
All right.
It's
Well,
not my
actually, you
favorite.
know what, Brian? It's
No,
funny
fair
that
enough.
it's funny that you say that because I don't 100% disagree with that. To be honest with you,
So
But-
Civil War is better.
I'd say as a movie, I would give it an S. Like if I'm not going purely by personal taste.
It's
Like
an AS. It's an AS line. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it
A
an
plus
S.
S minor. You know.
All right.
But I think we'll
Here's,
say S.
Yeah.
I feel like
Time-
we're gonna have a huge amount of S tier is the problem.
I don't
No,
think so. I think there's literally maybe two other movies on
Maybe.
this list that I would put there.
Right. I think
I
it's
would-
two. Maybe two more locked.
I've
in
got
guaranteed.
I've got 5. I'd put on S, maybe
Oh,
5.
wow. All right. Well, here's time for my second unpopular opinion. Guardians of the
Okay.
Galaxy, I would put it B. That's where I would put
I-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Love
It's
I
an
would
Guardians.
put it at S.
It's an A. No, it's
That's
a
an
solid
A.
A.
It's a solid
not
A.
I put it in a B.
definitely a solid A.
It's a good. It's a great movie. I don't think it's nearly as good as people think it is, but and I will say this: call back to what Casey said. It too much changes the rest of the MCU because everybody after that fucking movie just tries to do that movie. They're trying to do
I mean,
let's a quippy group of
Doesn't that-
misfits. Like,
I think you're
Doesn't
arguing
that
that
kind
it
of
should
prove
be
the
higher.
point that it was good?
Yeah.
no, but that's my point. Is I don't think that because I don't want to say it jumps the shark of the MCU, but it kind of does. Like everything before that movie, I feel like is a little bit better than everything after that movie.
No
Ooh.
way.
What?
Opposite. Opposite.
What?
Hardcore.
Whoa.
Brandon, I think you should cut that recording out. I don't
No,
think
I'm
it's-
being serious.
Yeah,
I'm being serious.
Yeah, okay. No. Listen, I'm gonna let you die on that hill. All right. I will come back. And I will be coming back for receipts just later. So anyway, but it's an A for me. So
It's an S
think-
for me.
I think an A.
All right, I say B, and you guys 2 A's and an S. So we'll split the difference and say A.
Just put it at like high B, A.
It's definitely better than Iron Man 2.
Better than Iron Man? Iron Man 2?
Or Iron Man 1, whatever. Better than Iron Man 1.
better than Iron Man 1. Yes.
Age
better than Iron Man
of
1.
Ultron, I would actually put at an A. I know a lot of people don't like that movie.
No.
It was a B for me, honestly.
I think
like it was
High B, low A.
yeah. It was one of those movies like, hey, you know what? We're going to set up the next 4 years of films for you guys, and we have to kind of squeeze that into an hour and a half. And I almost feel like Age of Ultron should have been the first Marvel series. Like if they had
I
more
see.
time to kind of like stretch it out and like do a little bit more explanation and why
It
Ultron
felt
was and everything else, like it'd been better to me. But
it felt really long to me, but I
right,
loved Ultron. Ultron was an excellent
He was a
villain. I
great
think
character. Yeah,
he
Plus
did
James
really
Spader.
really well.
that too. Yeah. My only issue with Age of Ultron is just sort of like, not to say that him dropping a meteor obviously is going to cause extinction, sure, but I'm just saying like everything leading up to that point, it's like it's a robot, and we have the Avengers here, but there's like 7 other catastrophic events where we only have one hero prior to the Age of Ultron. So I found it like a little weird. You know what I mean? I thought
Do you
like
think that he wasn't powerful enough to like equate to having?
I just thought it was just a little funny, like that. Like you take Ultron out of the equation, and not much changes about the MCU. Like put it that way. Like I feel. Well, I guess you do have Vision. I forgot
no,
about Vision.
everything changes about it. You know,
Yeah.
like the whole Wanda, the Sokovia Accords, like everything really like
Oh no,
because of that. My whole problem
that
was
is
just
true.
like it was long, but it still felt rushed. It still was kind of like,
Mhm.
damn it, we have to explain this real quick. So we got to cut 10 minutes out, and here's a Hulkbuster scene, and damn it, we forgot to explain this real quick.
That scene
Okay,
was
here we
great.
go.
It does have one of the cooler scenes in all of the movies. To be fair, also.
Was that the
Which
Hulkbuster
one?
scene?
Hulkbuster?
No, where like Cap is like about to move the
Oh yeah,
Oh, that
move the
yeah.
hammer.
that is a good scene.
and I think
actually,
so that there's like a really quick. I just want to go on a small tangent on that. I
All
think
yours.
there's 2 different like takes on how that actually went down, and some people think that he could have moved it but didn't want to hurt Thor's feelings or whatever. And the other thought process was like he couldn't move it because he was like at that point he was still
wasn't
lying
worthy.
Yeah, he wasn't worthy.
I
He was,
I think
lying.
the Russos confirmed that it was the former, not the latter. But I guess that is your opinion.
No, I think that he. I mean, okay, they confirmed it is, but I just think that he kind of doubted himself. It's like he probably could have, and then he kind of doubted, like, no, I probably couldn't. Whereas, later
Maybe
in,
he
he
doesn't
said,
think
I
he's
have
worthy.
to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he kind of
Yeah.
didn't think that it, and then later on, he was kind of like, no, I have to move this thing. Like,
Right.
I need this thing in order to get. We got shit to do. But anyway.
One thing I do love about the movie is like the little moments that the Avengers have, like when they're like, actually, I think some of the best scenes when they're at a farmhouse and they're sort of just being normal people. Like I do like those scenes, and I think
it also has the beginning where it's like language, right? It's
language. Is no one going to talk about the fact that Cap just said language? Anyway, we've been on that for a while. All right, so vote. I say A.
I think
B.
like low
High
A,
B.
low A,
High B for me.
Okay.
So you got 2 A's and a
Yeah, I'm saying it's 100% a B. Like,
Okay.
I think that if you took Age of Ultron, I think Age of Ultron predates when they were like kind of taking different heroes and putting them in other people's movies. I feel like you could have taken a bunch of the scenes from that and had it in a different movie.
That's fair.
Yeah, probably.
That's fair.
Can you move the Hulk all the way underneath Cap? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think Captain America 1 is more like, I think that's probably more
We
accurate for me.
already voted on that, Casey.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
like come back and be like,
No,
hey,
okay,
I changed my mind.
Well, no, we voted where it was. We didn't say like we saw what a column it's in. We didn't say
Where?
or row.
Ant-Man.
Row, not column, rather.
I enjoy
love
Ant-Man a lot because this pun is absolutely intended. It doesn't try to outgrow itself. It knows what it is, and it just has fun with it. And I like that a lot in those types of movies. I give it a solid B.
I think it's high B's
High
or
B.
low A's. Yeah, I like Ant-Man a lot, and Paul Rudd is the man.
Paul Rudd
Yeah.
is perfect casting for that role.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I
A.
mean-
Paul Rudd's hilarious.
I mean,
I'm really glad
Paul
they
Rudd.
introduced
I'm really trying to remember the actor's name, who's kind of like, and then I
What?
like my cousin, and he comes over and he's like, like, yo, you saw that girl? She's
Yeah.
crazy stupid fine, crazy stupid fine, right? And then like, when I was like that one time,
Yeah, that
I
guy
came
was
over and I
great.
had the ice cream. Yo, like he for like the 20 minutes that they allowed him screen time, he made every single second count. And I was just like, yeah. Anyway, so it's an A for me, actually. Ant-Man's an A for me.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think it's got to be A for me.
Yeah.
Low A maybe, but
Low
definitely
A, low A, A minus. Like the back end of the A's. And again, this is literally, I think, when like Marvel was kind of like, okay, we can't miss. This was like the start of their
Yeah, I think
little
it's better
run.
than Iron Man, but that's my opinion.
I'm gonna agree with that too.
It is better than Iron Man.
All right.